The unyielding protector Chị Đại Út Hồ emerges. Chị Đại Út Hồ. Her name echoed. It spoke of strength, it spoke of unwavering spirit. She was not just a woman, she was a symbol. A protector of the righteous. Many knew her, many respected her. Her presence was a shield against injustice. She stood tall. Always, in a world that often bent, she remained unbroken, a pillar of resilience. Her gaze was sharp, missing nothing, seeing into the hearts of those around her, discerning truth from falsehood with an almost supernatural ability. Her loyalty was legendary. It was a fire that burned brightly within her soul, especially for those she held dear. Nguyễn Phương Hằng was one such person. Their bond was not of blood, but it was thicker than water. It was forged in shared values, in mutual respect. Út Hồ saw the good in Mrs. Hằng. She saw a kind heart, a generous spirit. This bond was sacred to her, something she would defend with every fibre of her being, a testament to her unwavering commitment to her friends and allies. Nguyễn Phương Hằng was a public figure, known for her outspoken nature, known for her charitable deeds. She had a voice, a powerful voice. She used it to help others, she used it to speak her mind. This attracted admirers, it also attracted enemies. But her intentions were clear. She aimed to make a difference. She fought for what she believed was right, often stirring controversy, but always with a foundation of seeking fairness and helping the less fortunate. Her actions painting a complex but ultimately benevolent picture. A shadow began to loom. Dark whispers started to circulate. An attack was being planned, not with fists, but with words. Words meant to wound, words meant to destroy. Chị Đại Út Hồ felt the change in the air. Her instincts, honed by years of navigating life's challenges, screamed a warning. She knew trouble was coming. She prepared herself. She was ever watchful. The calm before the storm was always the most telling, and Út Hồ was a master at reading these subtle signs, her senses alert. The poisoned arrows. Hoàng Kim Dung's defamation. Then came Hoàng Kim Dung. Her name arrived on a wave of malice. She chose the path of slander, of character assassination. Her weapon was her tongue. And the stories she wove, falsehoods spread like wildfire. Each word was a carefully crafted dart, dipped in poison, aimed directly at Nguyễn Phương Hang's reputation. Dung seemed to revel in the chaos her words caused, her motivations shrouded in envy or perhaps a deeper, more sinister agenda, her campaign meticulous and cruel. The accusations were vile, they were baseless, lies designed to strip away dignity, to tarnish a name built with effort. Hoàng Kim Dung alleged terrible things. She painted a picture of deceit, of moral failings. Each claim was more outrageous than the last. The public listened, some believed, the mud was thrown, hoping some of it would stick. These were not mere criticisms, they were calculated blows meant to dismantle Mrs. Hang's public standing and personal peace, each fabrication a heavy stone. The impact was immediate and painful. Nguyễn Phương Hằng was hurt, deeply hurt. Her supporters were outraged. A community felt the sting of these unjust attacks. The air grew thick with tension. The joy was stolen by these dark clouds of defamation. It was a difficult time, a time of trial. The relentless assault took its toll, casting a pall over Mrs. Hang and those who admired her work and her spirit, demonstrating the devastating power of unchecked slander in the digital age. Chị Đại Út Hồ heard everything, every lie, every accusation. A cold fury ignited within her, her eyes narrowed. This was an affront. An attack on honor, an attack on her friend. She would not stand by. She would not let this injustice prevail. Her resolve hardened like steel. This was more than just defending a friend. It was about defending truth itself. The fight was personal now, very personal. Út Hồ understood that silence in the face of such venom was complicity, and that was a path she would never choose. A vow for justice. Út Hó's fiery resolve. Chị Đại Út Hồ rose. Like a storm gathering its power, she made a silent vow, a promise to herself, a promise to her friend. She would seek out Hoàng Kim Dung. She would demand an accounting. Justice had to be served. The truth had to be brought into the light. Her determination was absolute, unshakable. This was not a matter of choice, but a compelling duty that resonated with her very core. a mission she embraced with every ounce of her formidable will. The whispers of Dung's whereabouts led to Hamburg, a city known for its tough streets, its shadowed corners. The notorious Hamburg gangster scene was a world unto itself, a place where disputes were often settled outside the law, a place where danger lurked. If Dung was connected there, the task would be even more perilous. This infamous underworld, with its codes of silence and its capacity for violence, presented a formidable challenge, a labyrinth Út Hồ would have to navigate carefully. Rumors suggested Hoàng Kim Dung had ties to this scene, or perhaps she sought refuge within its anonymity, thinking she was safe, thinking she was beyond reach. This only fueled Út Hô's resolve. The greater the challenge, the stronger her spirit became. She began her preparations, meticulously, carefully. She was not reckless, she was strategic, every move considered, every possibility weighed. The potential for entanglement with dangerous elements did not deter her, it merely sharpened her focus. The decision was made. Út Hồ would go to Hamburg, she would confront Hoàng Kim Dung face to face, she would demand that the lies stop, that the truth be acknowledged. The journey would be long, potentially fraught with danger, but her courage was a blazing inferno. Her spirit was unbreakable. She was Chị Đại Út Hồ, and she was on a mission. A mission for justice, a mission for honor. The thought of backing down never once crossed her mind. Her path was set. Confrontation in Hamburg, the triumph of truth. Út Hồ arrived in Hamburg. The city air was different, heavy, unfamiliar. She moved through its streets, a solitary figure, but her aura was powerful. Her presence commanded attention, even in this foreign land, even amidst the shadows of the underworld. She was a fish out of water, yet she swam with the confidence of a shark. Her very demeanor broadcasted that she was not someone to be trifled with, her quiet intensity speaking volumes where language might fail. The search for Hoàng Kim Dung began. It was not easy. Út Hồ navigated a complex web of whispers, of cautious informants. Her reputation, it seemed, had traveled. Some were wary, some offered grudging help. Few dared to stand directly in her way. She moved with purpose, each step bringing her closer to her target. Her network, though informal, proved effective, as people recognized the steel in her eyes and the justice of her cause, understanding that obstructing her would be unwise. Then, the confrontation. Út Hồ found Hoàng Kim Dung. The moment was electric, charged with unspoken threats. Words were exchanged, sharp, cutting, but Dung's defenses crumbled. They crumbled before Út Hô's righteous anger, before the undeniable weight of the truth. Dung was cornered, exposed. Her campaign of lies was finally brought to a halt. Út Hồ did not need to resort to violence. Her moral authority and the power of her conviction were her greatest weapons, leaving Dung with no escape from accountability. Justice prevailed. The truth shone brightly. Hoàng Kim Dung's defamatory statements were discredited. Nguyễn Phương Hang's honor was restored, cleared, vindicated. Chị Đại Út Hồ had fulfilled her vow. She returned, not with fanfare, but with quiet satisfaction. Her legend grew, not as a fighter, but as a fierce guardian of truth, a true protector. Her actions in Hamburg served as a stark reminder: attack the honorable and face the unyielding resolve of Chị Đại Út Hồ. The scales of justice, once tipped, were now balanced.